For most celebrities, fame comes with attention. For Britney Spears, attention became a prison. At the height of her career, hundreds of photographers followed her every move. They waited outside her house, restaurants, gas stations, and courtrooms. Sometimes, they followed her for entire days. And every photo they captured became another headline. The world watched Britney Spears grow up in front of a camera. Then, it watched her fall apart. But what if the cameras weren't just documenting the story? What if they were helping create it? Young, talented, beautiful, and charismatic. It was no surprise Britney Spears became a phenomenon almost overnight. Thanks to her debut single, released in 1998, Baby One More Time, the former Disney child star was quickly propelled into stardom at just age 15. Her debut album of the same title was released in the following year. The project was in collaboration with Max Martin, who noted her age as a favorable factor in wanting to work with her. She's 15 years old. I can make the record I really want to make, and use her qualities appropriately. And that he did. Her following albums unwaveringly solidified her status as a pop icon, with her second album, Oops, I Did It Again, selling more than 1 million copies within the first week, and her third album, Britney, debuting at number 1. In the Zone would be the follow-up album, released in 2003, where we get the iconic song, Toxic, as the hit single. Although the revealing attire was controversial, the image was profitable. Her image consisted of innocence mixed with rebellion, and audiences couldn't get enough. Neither could the tabloids. Britney was a perfect pop star. Her album sold millions, her image was everywhere, and she garnered so much attention that at first, it seemed harmless, until it wasn't. Photographers documented premieres, concerts, and award shows. Britney smiled, posed, but things were already changing. The public wasn't satisfied with Britney the performer. They wanted Britney the person, what she wore, who she dated, where she went. The line between celebrity and private citizen was beginning to disappear, and Britney Spears was about to become one of the first stars to experience what happened when that line vanished completely. The paparazzi weren't just documenting Britney Spears' life. Increasingly, they were helping shape the stories the public associated with her. The first major example came in 2002 when Britney's highly publicized relationship with Justin Timberlake came to an end after Timberlake ended things over text.
It's a step up, and it's a step in the right direction.
Thank you, baby.
And it's not overdone.
About you, I was thinking you were kind of hot too.
We should go out. We should really go out, you
Maybe.
know?
For years, the pair had been America's favorite celebrity couple. Young, successful, and constantly photographed together. They seemed inseparable. But when the relationship ended, the breakup became tabloid gold. And that's because following the release of Justin Timberlake's hit song, Cry Me a River, many fans interpreted the music video as an accusation that Britney had been unfaithful. Whether that narrative was true or not became almost irrelevant. The story had already been written, and the paparazzi and tabloids helped upkeep the narrative. Britney suddenly found herself cast as the villain in one of pop culture's biggest breakups. Not only was she going through a breakup, but also scrutiny from the media because of a narrative people created. Reporters asked invasive questions. Tabloids speculated endlessly. For the first time, Britney wasn't simply being covered as a musician. She was becoming a character in a public drama. Then came Kevin Federline.
With you make me feel like I am home again.
They're not doing that for nothing. That's why you're on the cover. Everybody,
When Britney
seriously,
married the
first of all, you
backup
deserve it
dancer
just-
in 2004, the media reaction was immediate. Critics questioned the relationship. Late-night television mocked it. Entertainment magazines treated the marriage like a spectacle. The scrutiny only intensified after Britney became a mother. Photographers followed her during family outings, Every trip with her children became a potential headline. Every parenting decision became a public debate. In 2006, one photograph generated international outrage. The image showed Britney driving with her infant son sitting on her lap. News outlets replayed the photo repeatedly. Critics labeled her irresponsible and reckless. Britney later explained that she had panicked after being surrounded by aggressive photographers while driving. The incident exposed a contradiction at the center of celebrity culture. The same photographers creating dangerous situations were often the first people to profit from documenting the consequences.
Man, she's laughing. Blow on my shot, man. Okay, get out the gas. She's going. She's trying to go in. Let's go. Hey, guys. Go, get over, guys. Hi, Britney. How are you? How you doing, Britney?
How are you?
Guys, let him pull out, please. Let him pull out. Guys, get out of the way, please. Let him through.
Around the same time, another narrative was beginning to take shape: the party girl. Photos of Britney partying alongside Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan dominated magazine covers throughout 2006. Night after night, photographers waited outside clubs, restaurants, and hotels, hoping to capture the next viral image. The public wasn't seeing Britney's entire life, they were seeing carefully selected moments. But those moments created a powerful perception. By the end of 2006, Britney Spears was no longer being viewed as the perfect pop star. She had become the tabloid's favorite headline. By the end of 2006, the pressure surrounding Britney Spears had reached a level few celebrities had ever experienced. Her divorce from Kevin Federline had become front-page news. A custody battle over her children was unfolding in public. The tabloids scrutinized every decision she made, and the paparazzi were everywhere. Restaurants, parking lots, gas stations, courtrooms, even outside her home. No moment was too small to become a headline, and no mistake was too minor to become a story. For Britney, there was no escape.
Burning up the internet, it's burning up water cooler talk. It's just burning this morning, yes. Britney Spears, she's bald. We've got this photo now.
In February 2007 came one of the most infamous moments in celebrity history. Britney Spears walked into a hair salon and shaved her head. Within hours, photographs of the incident were circulating around the world. Television networks replayed the footage. Tabloids splashed the images across their covers, and the public watched in disbelief. At the time, many people treated the moment as entertainment, another shocking headline. But viewed from a different lens, the image tells a more complicated story. For years, Britney had been photographed, criticized, analyzed, and followed almost everywhere she went. Now, during one of the most difficult periods of her life, the cameras were still there.
Guys, don't, guys, please, guys, don't do this. Fuck you! Fuck yourself!
Hey, you gonna get in trouble for that.
Days later came another image that would define Britney's public image for years to come: the umbrella incident. As photographers crowded around her, Britney approached a paparazzo's vehicle and struck it repeatedly with an umbrella. The footage spread instantly. Filmmaker and former paparazzo Daniel Ramos played a part in the incident and stated, "That night was not a good night for her. It was not a good night for us. But it was a good night for us because it was a money shot." Paparazzos like him believe that Britney never wanted to be left alone, despite her saying so in an interview with Matt Lauer. She cried as she said it was her greatest wish in life for the paparazzi to leave her alone. But years later, many people began to view the footage differently. Because by 2007, Britney Spears was no longer simply being photographed. She was being pursued. Every emotional moment became content. And every photograph generated demand for the next one, and sometimes helping create the conditions that made it worse. The breaking point had finally arrived. But the conversation about what happened to Britney Spears was only beginning. For years, the images of Britney Spears were treated as entertainment. The shaved head, the umbrella, the emotional outbursts. The grainy paparazzi photos that filled magazine covers and gossip sites. At the time, millions of people consumed these moments without questioning how they had been captured. But as the years passed, something began to change. Moments once treated as comedy began to feel uncomfortable. The same images that had generated laughter and headlines now raised difficult questions. How much pressure had Britney been under? How much responsibility belonged to the media? And what role had the public played in creating the demand for those images? Britney Spears became one of the most visible examples of a celebrity culture that had gone too far. The early 2000s were defined by an aggressive tabloid industry that rewarded intrusion and humiliation. The more vulnerable the celebrity, the more valuable the story. Photographers chased access, tabloids chased profits, audiences chased entertainment, and together, they all created a system that blurred the line between reporting and exploitation. The paparazzi weren't solely responsible for what happened to Britney Spears. Her struggles were personal and complex, but the cameras amplified those struggles. They transformed private moments into public spectacles, and they ensured that some of the most painful chapters of her life would be remembered forever. Today, many people look back on that era differently. What was once considered harmless celebrity gossip is now often viewed as a cautionary tale about fame, privacy, and the consequences of turning a human being into a product. Today, Britney Spears lives in a very different media landscape than the one that defined the 2000s. Celebrity magazines no longer hold the same power that they once did. Social media has changed how stars communicate with the public, often allowing them to tell their own stories directly. Yet the images from Britney's most difficult years continue to define public memory of that era. They remain a reminder of how quickly entertainment can become exploitation, and how easily a person can disappear behind a headline. Britney Spears became one of the most famous women in the world. Her music defined a generation. Her image dominated popular culture. The story of Britney Spears is often remembered through a series of photographs: a breakup, a night out, a shaved head, an umbrella. But behind every headline was a person living through those moments in real time. The cameras didn't create every problem in Britney's life, but they were always there, and sometimes pushing just a little closer. The price of being watched wasn't measured in magazine sales or tabloid covers. It was measured in privacy, because the story of Britney Spears isn't just about one celebrity. It's about what happens when fame turns a person into public property, and what it costs when the world never looks away.
What do you think it'll take to get the paparazzi to leave you alone?
I don't know. No, we just need privacy, and we need our respect, and those are things that you have to have as a human